this is the perfect way to start a podcast is to talk about random shit like this amazing microphone extender arm that you have.
I really want you to listen to a recording right now. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Just because you said random shit, I feel like this is the right time to do this. Okay.
I'm ready.
Welcome to Rev and BP, the podcast where real estate meets romance and absolutely nothing is off limits. Meet your host, Ben Stentz of Lux Property Group, your go-to guy for luxury homes, killer deals, and occasional dad jokes, and Kristen Gonzalez of Hype Woman Productions, wedding planner, chaos coordinator, and certified vibe curator. They're cousins, they're besties, and they bring the energy. From love and real estate to big life moves and beautiful spaces, and mostly a bunch of random shit you didn't need to know. Pull up a chair, pour up a drink, and get ready to laugh, learn, and low key spiral with the best cousin combo in the game. This is Rev and BP. Let's get into it.
That is amazing. Oh my God.
Best intro.
Perfect. That's perfect.
Oh my God.
That's perfect.
That is.
I couldn't have imagined anything better than that. I swear to God.
Now we have
That's
to.
our intro. That's a done deal. That part is done. Hype Woman Productions. You come in the door, ham.
You know what? You're right. And on that note, let us
Burr,
begin.
burr, burr, burr. This is the book I'm writing if you want to see what that looks like.
Is it really, or is it stuff?
This is the guts. This is the guts.
Gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of manila folders
I think they call that writer's block in the biz.
in the biz.
The biz.
What point font are you using for that?
11. 11. 1 1.
The reason why I'm asking is because when Dustin and I were writing our vows, I was like, you got to do a full page. And he's like, well, what's your full page mean? And I'm like, it's 12 point Times New Roman.
Dustin didn't realize in that moment that like you were foreshadowing that you were going to be the kick-ass wedding planner of the greater Dallas area when you were telling him that.
Let him know.
He knows now. He knows
No,
now.
but let him know.
Dusty.
Can you see Ava
Oh
behind
yeah, there's Ava. I see her.
on my chair? And then Braxton's underneath me.
Whoever thought there'd be a podcast based on wedding planning and real estate, based on um, marriage and mortgages, based on love and finances and housing trends and wedding themes, all wrapped into one beautiful little package.
The more that I thought about it and the more that I was researching, now we're going to get into episode titles because I'm obsessing over it. I feel like it's a like unexpected combo, but it makes so much sense.
Well, it does because first of all, like most people after they get married, like one of the next big goals is buy a house, right?
Yeah.
But not everybody does it in that order. You didn't do it that order. Me and my wife,
Oh, shout out.
shout out to Dr. S. We didn't do it in that order, but a lot of people do it in that order, like get married, buy a house, maybe have a kid, whatever the hell people do. So it does kind of make sense.
The title of our meeting today, first comes love, then comes mortgage.
I I have to be honest, I've been thinking about it. I almost feel like maybe that should be the name of the podcast. It's so good.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't hate that at all.
It's so good. It's just it rolls off the tongue easy. It's a
Yeah.
it's a play on words. It's kind of funny. Um, and I think it's like maybe makes people a little curious, like, what the hell is that?
I probably have a list of 30 in front of me and I bolded ones that I thought that you would appreciate the most. Okay, we're gonna go right
I'm
into
ready.
it.
I'm ready.
That's the first one. First comes love, then comes
That
mortgage.
that's great. It's gonna be hard to beat that, but go ahead.
You saw, I think, maybe just one of these or a couple of these that you saw. Okay, the next one, from aisles to escrows. These are just so
Pretty
dumb.
good.
I love it. Okay, Pinterest lies and other crimes. These are better. Engaged and evicted. Whose budget is it anyway? Hot takes and house tours. Hey, you're gonna love this one. Here comes the bride and the inspector. He proposed, then we toured 14 homes.
That's yeah, that's my life right there.
Contracts and cat fights.
That's pretty good.
I love that. Bouquets and backyards. Listed and twisted. One of my all-time favorites is this one. No shade, but that color palette is hideous. And then we'll wrap up with this one. Wedding bells and mortgage hell. Yeah.
That's pretty good too.
Yep.
That's pretty good too, that last one. Wedding bells and mortgage hell. I
Woo!
should wear my cowboy hat, by the way.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever been more self-conscious in the airport than partly having to wear that cowboy hat. What is under there?
Yeah,
I just want to pee.
what's up with her hair? No, what does she have going on underneath there?
It's like I'll never show you.
Like a blazer, and then I get up and like literally it's just my boxers, and I like got my cowboy hat on them. I'm actually wearing my Dirty Head shirt from Red Rocks.
Okay, let's go. Shout out to Denver for
I
sure.
need to call Graham too, by the way. She's tried to call me twice in like the last few weeks, and I keep forgetting to call her back, and I feel so terrible about that. Maybe
I
tonight.
feel like now's a good time to do.
Is there a way to tie you want me to just call her like while like all right, let me call her right now.
Graham's gonna be our
Uh,
first guest.
the best first episode is this one because this is the first one.
Then we're gonna play this when we're in Delaware to everyone, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my God."
Yes, hello.
Graham, I wanted to call and check on you and see if you're behaving yourself.
Yeah.
Don't
You
tell her.
boy?
I've been a good boy, yeah, for the most part.
Hi, Graham.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Do you know who this is?
I recognize the voice, but I can't place it with the name.
Nope, but you're close. My middle name is also Marie.
Ma'am, how you be? Yes, I'm fine, honey. What's up?
That person who you hear in the background, that's Kristen, Graham.
Well, I hope to.
Yeah,
You know, when they get a chance to take me down there, they will. That's a little far from the house.
oh.
So you know what? I put on socks and my sneakers and a sweater, and I went with her in my pajamas.
Why not? Why
Wow.
not set up for you? Would take you out, get you a big lobster,
Oh, definitely, brother. Definitely.
couple Miller Lights, and maybe
Hell yeah, brother.
hell yeah, brother.
Interesting.
What would be fun, like if we tried to call either like Steph or Angie, knowing they're at work, just to like aggravate them, and like Steph answer and be like, "Why are you calling me?" Be like, "We're just calling to check in. Like, is
Called
everything
me.
okay?"
You
Yeah,
called.
Steph, you called me.
Open up FaceTime like in a separate window next to
What
it.
are you talking about? Can you see this?
No, you're not sharing.
All right, hold on, hype woman.
Come on. Come on.
Brother Hezekiah Cageicus. That's his Amish name, just so you know.
Is that for real?
That's his Amish name. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Okay. Oh.
My man.
Oh, what up?
Hey, you live on the Rev and BP podcast right now with me and Kristen.
What's up, DP?
What up, booty pop? Can I say that?
Yeah, you said it. I mean, you can't take it back now.
What's happening? On today, I saw that it's content day for Hype Woman Productions.
Oh, let's
Big
go.
fan here, big follower.
I saw some content earlier.
Nice. Thanks for the follow.
Thanks for adding me. I appreciate it. What's going on? You got
The-
questions for me, or like what's
Disco,
happening?
Disco. Let me run by. We're working on the name of this podcast. Here's the name that's the leader at the turn. Anyway, you ready?
Yeah.
We're trying to blend the wedding planning and real estate. So here's the name for now. First comes love, then comes mortgage.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Not bad, right?
Yeah.
Not bad.
Well, why can't I hear her?
You can't. I just wasn't talking at the moment. Can you hear me
that
now?
page or no?
I can't hear her now.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to integrate a third person so that everybody can see and hear each other, but
Oh, that's
obviously we don't have
crazy.
it
Tell
quite
him I was
figured out.
popping off the whole time.
Yeah.
She is talking. I can hear her, but you can't hear her.
Yeah, I can't. That makes me sad because she's like a cousin. So I miss my cousin. So it's just need you guys to figure it out and then get back at me.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
That is
All
hilarious.
right. Well, thanks for checking in. I miss you guys. Ben, I'll see you soon. Cousin, maybe someday soon.
Right on.
All right, man.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya.
Okay, well, there's that.
Yeah. Man, I thought I was having a whole ass conversation with him, and he was like, "Hey, where is she?" Like everybody calling themselves a content creator because if
Oh,
you have a steady hand, have an eye for like angles and a good shot, and you have a good phone, then you can pretty much do
right.
it.
Right. So late night snacks and content creation, those are hot trends. I like late night snacks.
We did a Taco Bueno one, and
Mm.
it wasn't on purpose.
The greatest skill that you could have in your job is solving problems in real time.
Wow.
Like you can plan it for months, but on the day of, when the caterer is 2 hours late, they're all looking at you like, what are we going to do? We just ordered 700 tacos and this dude delivered them. It sucked in the moment, but it's a great story for later.
Oh, for sure. It'll definitely, it's in the magazine. Yep.
Nice, nice,
Plug.
nice plug. Nice plug. Hey, my
Getting
my little cuz got her own magazine, okay?
Here.
Let's wait for the right moment to let everybody know.
Here,
Tell
what?
them tell them about the magazine. Where
Can't
can they
drop
get this
the mic
magazine?
like connected. I can't I can't drop the mic. There you go.
So are the magazines, they're being printed in Detroit, are they being shipped directly to people or just shipped to you?
Directly to people. Well, a little bit of both.
How long in between issues will there be?
So it's actually gonna be annual.
Oh, I got you. Okay, smart. Smart.
It's like, it's supposed to be yearbook, the yearbook vibes kind of thing where it's like, sentimental and nostalgic and that whole thing. So I'm going with yearly or annually for now, and then we'll see
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah. Start there. You can always increase it if you need to.
Yeah, totally.
Damn. Okay, publisher.
Let's go.
Okay, publisher.
It's on my Instagram bio, so that means it's real.
That means it's real. Damn, you got a publisher in our presence.
Two publishers.
I'm not a publisher, I'm a content creator.
Where are those manila envelopes? Wait, can you make it rain with manila
No,
envelopes?
no, this is very organized. I don't want to make this rain. That's like 30 years by year, and I don't want to make it rain. I actually had something hanging on the wall because this is where I sit when I write. Do you want to see what I took it down? Do you want to see what it says? This is
Take it
not
down.
this is well because it's not relevant to the Rev and BP podcast, but it is relevant as a reminder to me when I'm writing what is most important.
Okay. Quality over quantity.
I look at this every day when I sit here.
Yeah, baby.
I don't care how many pages it is.
Yeah,
I mean,
baby.
I care because 100 pages, I'm like, all right, I'm made some progress, but in the end, I don't care how many pages it is.
Yeah, totally.
I feel like it should be in the same spot, but just a different random message that we don't even talk about. It's just there.
He's there.
This is the greatest story ever. Jake has like two passions, music and basketball.
Okay.
So what is he doing? He is a very established and successful author reviewing music and like bands,
Yeah.
and he writes sports books. And he
Oh,
writes articles for like outlets like The Athletic and other online sport. And I mean he's very successful at these two things. And so he spends his days writing about music and basketball. And I said, Jake, you're literally living the dream. Like the two things you care the most about that you love, and you're writing about them.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Jake has been checking in every once in a while, like, how's it going? And the first couple times I was like, it's going well, like I'm making progress, but now I'm like stuck and I'm like waiting for my phone to ding with Jake, like, how's it going? I'm gonna be like, oh shit. Jake, I can't talk right now because I feel like if I don't tell him it's going well, like I'm gonna let him down. I know he doesn't feel that way, but I do because he's such a great guy. And when I first reached out to him about this to like pick his brain, he was so gracious, like with his time and his experience. And he had like great just pointers that like I wouldn't even have thought of, where I was like, oh yeah, like that makes super sense.
Yeah.
And he was really like excited about it for me. And I really appreciated that. That was very sweet of him. He's a good dude. This is just one more piece to the Hype Woman Productions machine.
Right.
Wedding planner, event planner, magazine publisher, podcaster. You gotta have a full catalog of things. You can't just be pigeonholed into one thing. Not these days.
That's right. And tell the people the reason why it's Rev and BP.
Well, Rev, well, maybe you tell them how it's Rev, and I'll tell them how it's BP.
Okay, Rev. Well, uh, another cousin of mine, your sister-in-law, or yeah, your sister-in-law,
Yes, sister-in-law.
um, wa had a wedding and needed an officiant. Therefore, you became an officiant, orchestrated their wedding. Shout out to Melanie Pop.
Shout out to Mel Pop. Right, like you get married, it's a little bit of a nervous day for everybody, right?
Yeah.
And we got out there in Love Park
Yep.
underneath the love sign, and we got standing there, and I looked at those two, and I saw a lot of nerves, like in their face, which is normal, right? Like, and I thought I need to say something to kind of loosen them up a little bit,
Oh no.
just to like before we start, and I just off the cuff, I said, Melanie, you look beautiful today. And she said, thank you. And I looked at shout out to Cam. I looked at Cam and I said, and Denzel over here, he's looking sharp. And everybody laughed, and that's the icebreaker we needed.
I was telling my assistant from yesterday's wedding, I don't really get uncomfortable in most situations. Like I can really just not feel any type of way. And I think it's because if it gets kind of awkward or whatever, I deflect with jokes. And
Yeah.
I think I did that at some point yesterday. I also have blackouts during weddings, which is
Nice.
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 But I was like, I think I said something yesterday, and the couple was just not a super hype couple. So I'm
Right.
like, I felt weird that I made a funny joke, and I'm like, I regrets. Like, let me just take this back.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it happens. It happens. But I'm like you. I tend to humor is what I tend to go with. Like if I'm not sure what else to do or I feel a little uncomfortable, I just try to throw a little quick something out there. And ironically, speaking of weddings, I got a text while we were talking before from my buddy Walt,
Yeah,
Uncle Wally, as we call him.
yeah,
And he's as you know, Uncle Wally's getting married this summer, like the week before family vacay.
yes.
Guys, like sometimes guys like not emotional, but like my crew, like we share, and this is what I
Yeah.
love about my friends. Walt said, I appreciate you more than you know, hosting all of us assholes in your house. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you for marrying me and Kate. I wouldn't want it any other way. How sweet is that?
Are you officiating?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, Rev.
The Revs get back on the horse.
Oh my gosh, or did I know that and I just blacked out? That might be a case.
I need to sit down with Kate, his fiance, and talk about this because Walt's like, oh, like just like do whatever. I'm like, no, that's not how it works, Wally.
Please.
I need to come sit down with Kate and face to face, just me and her, and say, Kate, tell me what you imagine here. What do you want this to be like? And as far as my part, and like of course, whatever she wants is what she's going to get, but I need to hear that from her.
And like everybody who you've done it for would like that in a different way. So totally.
Yes. Yes. And everyone I've done it for in the past is now divorced. So, I mean, I'll try to just get one of them to stick. I'm sorry, Melanie, when you're going to see this, it's not a joke. What makes you happy, Mel, makes me happy. Bottom line. But
That's a quote for the paper on next week's episode.
yes, yes, what makes Melanie happy makes me happy. My friends who I've mentioned to you, Jimmy and Erica, who own Beach and Bash. Shout
Yeah.
out to Beach and Bash. They are, yeah, Captain Jimmy, as I call him. Um, they're going to coordinate all that, but of course, the weather is the real wild card, right? And we just got to be ready to pivot if it happens. So we got to put on our hype woman productions hat and just make a decision and make it happen. It's going to be a fun summer because we're doing the bachelor party first weekend of June. We're going to go out on Captain Jimmy's taking us out on the pontoon into Rehoboth Bay. We're going to go hit a couple bars, like pull up on your boat type bars.
Okay, cool.
And then the wedding's the third week of July. And then I think a week after that is the family
Let's
vacay.
go. Family vacay.
Prior to that, still pending the old trip. Do you know that me and your cousin, we haven't booked it yet because we're not totally sure if we're going to go, but thinking about Portugal, Spain. Yeah, I mean, well, if we don't go, we're gonna, spend a week together here at the beach, like relaxing on the beach and drinking sangria and doing a lot of baby making practice.
Oh gosh.
Is that podcast appropriate?
I don't know. I mean, we make our own rules.
She's my wife.
What was the thing? First comes marriage. First comes love, then comes mortgage.
First comes love, then comes mortgage. I mean, yeah. And we got a bunch of mortgages already, so we might as well focus on the love.
I'm trying to look at my other notes. I have so many random notes written down. Let's talk about the generational gap one because I want to hear, I'm like very curious on what you have written down.
Yeah, well, how old are you these days? 33?
5.
Damn!
Okay.
I'm so bad at remember how old people are. All right, so we're not, I don't even know, like, well, there's like official breakdowns of the different generations by year. Like if you Google like Gen X, Gen Z, all that stuff. I don't even know which one I'm in or you're in. But you and I are not that far apart that we're like, you're a millennial, but I don't think I'm a millennial. I think I just make it into the one before that,
Yeah.
but barely.
Yeah. Right.
So you and I are not like, it's not like you and your mom or you and my
Well,
mother-in-law. I mean, those are obviously complete different generations.
those are not in the same generation.
They're not even in the same generation. Shout out to Hilda. Shout out to Hilda for having two babies like 15 years apart.
I actually think my mom and you would be in the same, and then AP is a boomer. So what's in between? Is it X or what?
My parents are born in 44, so was Jose Pepito Ciso. This says that's called the silent generation,
I'm like, that's not even on
1928
my map right now.
generation.
Millennials are Gen Y. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you and I are off by a little bit, but well, I don't know. You music. I mean, you listen to like you're like a big Fetty Wap fan. Like I mean, like he's like the dude's corny. You kidding me?
Well,
I wouldn't play Fetty Wap on my phone if I was like, it's the last thing I did.
well, here's the thing is I use Spotify for work because I need specific songs, but like I don't curate playlists myself because for myself because
Short cat.
do what?
Shorty's here. Come on.
Hey girl.
She won't jump up here.
No. Um, because I just don't want to put that much effort into it. And so that's why I love Pandora because I'll just have different stations. Like I have an 80s throwback station or I
Right.
have a Fetty Wap station and it's like just play and sometimes they merge together, which is a little
Yeah.
bit interesting. But like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Like what TV shows did you watch when you were like 10, 12, 14 years old?
This is a great topic. Um, because I was seeing some video the other day. Do you know what Blue's Clues is?
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently they were showing
Took
like
my son to see Blue's Clues live one time, like in it, like on stage. Yeah.
they were showing like the different main human characters of like
His name's Steve.
Steve was my Blue's Clues character.
I
So,
know Steve.
well, apparently there's different ones, and I'm like, who is like who's Roger? Like who Roger is
Like
not
like
my
like years later, Roger became the
yeah, like
Steve.
whatever. That's a made up name, but it's like 007. Like who's your 007 person because it's like different.
I didn't know.
Who's your
Um,
007?
oh,
Not Sean Connery for me.
it's either Sean Connery or Roger Moore, who's before Sean Connery. Not Pierce Brosnan, though.
That's mine.
See,
Pierce,
I stopped watching that shit though, so I don't even know who was in them. I don't know.
well, okay. Well, there's your generational gap.
You know what my favorite kid show was when Mickey was little?
What?
Caillou,
I never heard of that.
because you don't have little kid, and that was after you were a little kid.
How do you spell that?
Caillou, I think.
Oh, okay.
There's a great jingle that could play the jingle. I'm Caillou, Caillou,
Oh, well,
Caillou. Come on, play it. Come on.
can you hear it? Can you hear it?
Getting to be a big boy. Just a kid who's four. Each day I grow some more. I love exploring. I'm Cairo. So many things to do. Each day is something new. I'll share them with you. I'm Caillou. My world is turning, changing each day. With mommy and daddy, I'm finding my way.
That was the shit. Clifford and Caillou. Those were good. Blue's Clues.
Blue's Clues was good. I was a SpongeBob kid. What else? I mean, Sesame Street went way back.
Yeah, I mean Sesame Street. That's a staple. Everybody's got a little Sesame Street.
You know what's crazy is I think I still have our little step stool. That's Sesame Street. I'm pretty sure it's in the closet. Like a potty one.
It's a little weird. It's
Why
a little,
is that weird? That's
a little weird.
not weird.
Like SpongeBob is legit funny.
Is it?
Like there's like adult level humor in there. It's one of those shows where it's like funny for kids, but there's like a hidden adult theme going on.
I think a lot of people say Disney movies are that way.
I've heard that there's if you pay attention, there's some stuff up in there. Oh, have you heard these like conspiracy theories or like legends that there's like this crazy like city built like underground Disneyland?
Um, not no, not like that. But I love a conspiracy theory.
There's you gotta hit the old Google and look it up. Is like crazy stories, but like they're dark though. Like they're like abducting kids and taking them down there. Like the craziness is happening down there. I don't know.
I have not heard of that, and I will look. But I do need to show you this that I sent Steph. And I was like, hey, look at this. It's Jaden.
Oh, stop. They have this in Epcot. You can't keep doing this. They based it off this one. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. They have it. Epcot has everything. I keep telling you guys this. We didn't need to come here. We could have just done a half day at Epcot. Yeah, but we're in Venice. We're in Venice, Italy. They have a Venice Pavilion here.
Jay Drizzle. Big month coming up for the J Dog. He's graduating from high school. What?
I'm so excited for this. I can't
Are you
believe.
coming?
Yeah.
My wife, my beautiful wife, is like good friends with the principal at Jaden's high school.
Mhm.
So she's like, "Well, I don't think there's gonna be that many tickets." I was like, For once, could you like pull a flex and get us 10 tickets? You freaking know the principal. Just call up there and be like, Dr. S calling for Dr. Whoever, and I need effing 10 for graduate. I need 10 in the front row." Like Angie's like, "Oh, I don't call." I'm like, "What is so what? So we can't go because you won't call?"
Yep, it's all Dr. S's fault.
If I drive up there for the
Oh,
graduation itself, I'm going in that graduation.
well, yeah.
Um, I mean, I listen, Angie's got a little bit of pull, but if she's not going to flex, I'm gonna flex, and I guarantee you I can get in there. There's nowhere in New Jersey where I don't know somebody. I'd get in that damn thing. He's a good dude, that Jaden Lopez. What a good kid.
Jaden
Young man.
is the first and only, now besides my nephew and now coming soon niece, is the only person, kid ever who I've watched grow up from a baby. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Talk about generational gap for a second. Like, I don't know any other human that I've held as a child and seen now about to graduate high school, and that is just
Yeah.
crazy to me
Yeah.
because you think, you know, when you're planning stuff, you're like, oh, I don't know, it's next year. We don't have to worry about it now. Fast forward 18 years later, and it's like that kind of went by pretty fast.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at a picture behind my computer screen of Angie and Jaden when he played this one year he played football, like full pad
I can
football.
picture it. I
And
can
he
picture
yeah,
that.
I think he was like 4 or 5. And I can see it right now. And he just looks like a little freaking knucklehead kid. And now he's like grown. I know some people, and I'm not going to name names up on here because I don't want to piss anybody off.
We've been
Um,
name dropping this whole
I
time.
know, but I'm not on this. There's a lot of people like this, but there's a few that are fresh in my mind right at this moment who like legitimately don't have interpersonal skills.
Mm.
They'll text the hell out of you, and Snapchat the hell out of you. But like, if you want to call them to like talk about something legit or like solve a problem like in real time, they just won't answer.
I've seen all these trending videos where it's like different generations and do you know what this phrase is? Or like, show me how you hold up a phone to your ear. And
Right.
they go like this instead of
Because
like this because they never had to use
oh,
a
they never held that kind of phone before.
yeah
Right. They only know like this.
opening. Yeah, like this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I mean, it's this I mean, the cell phone's got to be like the most influential. Oh, I mean, like the personal computer and the cell phone are the most impactful like developments of the last like 100 years. Have to be.
I remember the noise of yeah. Yeah. That was so crazy.
BP, I remember this is crazy. The first time that I ever logged on to the internet, I was with my buddy James, Big James Ford. It was August of 1997. And we had one of those AOL like discs, like CDs that you would load in your computer, hook up your phone to the back. We got on, it started loading. And remember, like it used to load like slow, like it took, like it took a while. And the image we saw when it loaded on the AOL home screen was Princess Diana dead. It was the day she died in the car crash. That was the first time we ever logged on to the internet,
What? No way.
August of 97.
That's so crazy.
Yep.
Wow.
And now we're logged on 24/7.
You can't get off.
You literally
That's what
can't.
she
That's what she said.
said. Shout out to Pam. Shout out to pregnant Pam. Did you ever watch? I'm sure that you didn't, but maybe did you ever hear of the show Even Stevens?
It sounds familiar, but I can't picture it.
Okay, my mind is blown because Melanie and I send back like crazy videos, a lot of conspiracy theory videos back and forth to each other. Most lately, it's been Katy Perry is not an astronaut videos, but I'll tell you more about that in a sec. But even Stevens, one of the younger characters, his name was Beans on the show. And now you'll have to look this up afterwards and bring it to next episode. But apparently he is a reggae rap artist.
Like in real life, he is.
Yes, and it is bonkers. It is. It
Who,
is.
who knew where he was going to take it?
It
You
is
know?
next level. I don't know how old he probably was on the show, like in the ballpark of 10 years old potentially. But his name
Nah,
was,
he's just out there just spitting reggae,
and
like
it's
it's a
not,
job.
it is not clean either. And I'm just like, I cannot, I can,
Steven Stevens, damn,
yeah. So you
damn.
can look that up and bring some of that to next episode. This is about to stop recording.
I
So
know.
you gotta come up with like a ending, like a video ending.
First comes love, then comes mortgage. The greatest podcast you've ever heard from two cousins that one is the greatest wedding and event planner south of the Rio Grande and the baddest realtor at the Delaware beaches. We're going to be back with more episodes, more stupid topics, and more inappropriate conversation about real estate, about weddings, about love, marriage, relationships, finances, crazy family stories, and all kinds of drama in between. You know, jazz it up a little bit.
Firework explosion. It was like, holy shit.
What?